Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you for joining me for this second video about the book The Niche of Lights, written by Imam Abu Hamid Al Ghazali. I am Haja Fatima Dodo El Meki. I got my bachelor degree in theology from the University of Jamiatul Zahra, which is located in Qom in the Islamic Republic of Iran. And I have read this book, The Niche of Lights, in French because it's my primary language, and I had a better understanding like that in that language. And I fell in love with that book, and I wanted to share the understanding of it with you. And so I broke it down in a way to make the understanding easy for everyone. And that's why I title my videos The Niche of Lights for Dummies. I don't really mean that you're a dummy, but I'm just breaking it down very in a way very simple and very easy. So let's continue our discussion about this book. So the verse 35 from Surah 24, Surah Nur, is the main reason of this book, The Niche of Lights by Abu Hamid Al Ghazali. And this verse says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. His light is like a niche in which there is a lamp. The lamp is in a crystal. The crystal is like a shining star, lit from the oil of a blessed olive tree, located neither to the east nor the west, whose oil would almost glow even without being touched by fire. Light upon light, Allah guides whoever He wills to His light. And Allah sets forth parables for humanity. For Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. Surah 24, verse 35. And in the previous video, we have said that the understanding of the word light for the common of people is that thing that bring manifestation. Is that it's, for example, the sun. The sun is bright and brightens everything around it, right? So the light for the common of people is that thing that brings everything to manifestation, things that you can see around you. So that's the light. And that was my definition also of light. And then now we're going to see what's the definition of the elect. So the second degree or the second level of understanding of the word light by the elect. So the definition of light for the elect is different from the common people. For the elect, it is more appropriate that the name light be given to the seeing light than to the seen light. Remember when we said that the common people define the light as what makes everything be seen and also itself is bright, but for the elected, for the elect, the understanding of light is actually the eye. The eye is what make everything possible to be seen. So it's more important to have an eye than having, for example, the sun. So we're going to see why they say that the eye is more important. And do you think that the eye is more important and that the eye is could be the light? What do you think? So the elect say that it's more important to have the eye because the eye is what makes you able to see things around you. The eye is, for example, a blind person cannot see, even if the sun is there, bright and shining. But if you can't see it, then what's the importance of the sun being bright? You need the eye to see it. And also they gave some example for, like that we use in our daily lives, and we say um, that, for example, the bat's eyesight is weak. Actually, the bat is not blind, but his eyesight is weak. Actually, I didn't really know that. I have all been thinking that the bat was BAT. The bat was blind, but they just say that the eyesight is weak. So because the eyesight is weak, then he can't see. And then also, for example, the way that Allah made things, for example, if you look at the eye, look at the picture right there, you have the two eyes. So the divine wisdom single out the color black around the eye, surrounded the eye, in order to gather the brightness of the eye. And then you see better the colors and everything. But then if there's not that color black around the eye, it makes the color disperse, and then you cannot really see well. So it is important for the eye to have all this condition, like the color black around it, so it can be able to see well. So the eye is more important for the elect than anything else. Because the eye is the most important element, we're going to talk about the things that the eye perceives, and we're going to talk about three things. First, the eye perceives those which cannot be seen in themselves, such as dark bodies. For example, you can enter in a room that is dark. The darkness itself doesn't see itself, but you can see that it's dark. So the eye can see that it's dark. The eye can perceive those which can be seen in themselves, but by which other things cannot be seen, such as bright bodies or stars and glowing coals that are not aflame. You can see these pictures, like those coals, when they are not aflame, they don't really brighten around them, around it. So it's like it's light, but because it's not bright, it doesn't help you see around you. So it's a kind of light, but it cannot help see things around you, but your eye can see it. Your eye is able to see it, to see that coals that not aflame. Also, the eye can perceive those which can be seen in themselves, and by which other things can be seen, such as the sun, the moon, a lamp, and a flaming fire. So the sun is there, the sun can be seen in themselves, and also other things can be seen through that, but the eye is the one who can see the sun and see what the sun brightens around it. So just a fine point that the elect bring is that the perception is conditional upon the existence of light and also the existence of the seeing eye. So the light, the sun can be there, but you need eye to see it, because a blind person may not be able to see the sun, may not be able to see the moon or the light or the things that brighten a room. A blind person cannot see it. That's why for them it is important that the eye be able to see, and the eye is the light. So that's the definition for the elect. Remember, the common people say that the light, the definition of the light, is that thing that brighten, that can be seen and brights everything around us. For example, the sun. They say the sun is the light because in itself it's bright, and also it makes everything around us be seen. So for the common people, the definition of light is, for example, the sun. Okay, that thing that make everything manifest around us. But then for the elect, the definition of light is mostly the seeing eye, because the sun can be there, bright as however, whatever, but if you are blind, you cannot see it. So the light is actually the seeing eye. That's their definition of light. What do you think about it? So this is the end of the second video about the niche of light and the definition of people, the elect, their definition of light. And inshallah, I hope that you're going to join me for the third video, which is going to define a little bit deeper the meaning of light. Because till now, it's a level that you may have an idea of the meaning of light, but I can ensure that the definition that the elect of the elect are going to give is going to blow your mind. So I hope that you're going to join me for the third video, inshallah. And for now, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.